Welcome to another episode of this new series. Today we've got some very interesting things to cover. Let's get started. So one of the first things we'll talk about is robots. We see the applications of robots starting to evolve. More and more things that can be automated, robots are taking over. If you've not seen already, we have robots that can cut your hair. Robots that can give you a shower. Robots that can clean restrooms. All those different applications, and the most common one that you might have at your house today is the Roomba, something that cleans the floor, the carpets. Back in India and other countries, you can hire house help. It's very affordable. You can have someone that comes cleans your house, someone that can come cook, someone that can come watch your kids, whatever. Someone that can drive you around. All that type of luxuries that we here in the U.S. This is going to be hard to come by. How about a personal butler? That's what a company here called Stretch is doing. It's a research level robot that can do a lot of household tasks. Let's take a look. The robot playing with the dog. Cleaning your couches. Countertops. Doing the laundry. Maybe folding clothes will be nice too. That's what you can look forward to in the near future, is maybe all of us will have some variation of a personal butler at the house that can do a lot of repetitive tasks, giving us more free time to ourselves. So another one around the robot is cooking food. Whenever you go to restaurants, sometimes you like a food and you go back a second time, and then that food doesn't taste the same as it did. Maybe it was someone else cooking it. Maybe they got the ingredients wrong. Whatever the case is, we've all experienced that. And that's kind of where to solve that problem is what a company here called Miso Robotics is doing. They have a robot called Flippy that can cook your burger patties at the right temperature, the same way every single time.
Miso Robotics is a kitchen assistant that helps automate dull, dirty, and dangerous tasks for everyday workers in today's modern kitchens. Miso has taken an approach very early on that we're going to do more generalized flexible robotics, which means that one robotic arm, which is a flexible unit, can manipulate multiple objects and tools in the kitchen to be able to work one station and work another station with the same form factor.
We see kids come in and get excited about what the robots are doing, and hopefully maybe it also inspires them. And the future is AI-driven robotics doing all sorts of things in our world. And so hopefully with the Cali Burger experience powered by Miso Robotics, giving people insight into one of the ways in which these technologies are going to impact life.
This is a technology that White Castle in one of the restaurants in Chicago is starting to implement. Another robot is around surveillance. So there's a company that Kevin O'Leary is also involved in, at least I've seen ads around it. It's a company called Knightscope. So essentially it's a robot that can do surveillance for buildings, for large facilities, so you don't need to have the watchman. Because we know what the watchman does, especially in India, they should be sleeping or going for breaks or whatnot.
The future is here, and Knightscope will help you secure it. Self-driving technology, robotics, and artificial intelligence are no longer science fiction. Our fully autonomous security robots are already operating across 15 states in 4 time zones, operating 24/7, helping humans better secure the places you work and visit. We are pioneers defining the future of security.
The funny thing is, if you read around the marketing materials, you see that the robot doesn't need a vacation, doesn't need time off, doesn't need a lunch break. It can keep going. And that's where they're trying to differentiate. Well, humans need all these. Robots don't. Robots are superior. Robots are better. Maybe what we saw in iRobot is going to come true. Another thing with the pandemic, what has happened is a lot of companies have started laying off people. Massive layoffs all across the country. So what Microsoft is doing is it's releasing free training, LinkedIn Learning, some free courses for some jobs that are in demand. So if you are someone that's looking for a job or someone that's wanting to skill up in some other area that you have interest in, Microsoft has released several different courses that you can check out. Let's take a look. So if you scroll about halfway through, that's where you can see all the different jobs and the skills associated with it. So click on software developers, you can see we have various different courses, experts in these areas that are teaching you fundamentals of programming, databases, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python, whatnot. Everything that's in here that you can take time and learn from these experts that are teaching you these different skills. We have 10 different in-demand jobs that Microsoft has identified and given you some free lessons and courses that an expert is teaching you. So if you're something that's at home, don't take that as an excuse. Try to acquire a new skill that's relevant in the economy today. So not a job that can be taken away by the robot, but a job that maybe controls a robot. Another fun update that we have from one of the topics that we covered last time was 3D printed meat. Well, to expand on that, now KFC has announced that they are looking into 3D printing their chicken nuggets, essentially using some chicken cells to bioprint these nuggets. Last time we talked about drive-in theaters that Walmart is starting to implement. How about floating theaters? You've seen Ozark, you know how the preacher is on the waters doing Sunday service on the water. This is very similar to that. You are looking at a screen on boats in the water, watching a movie. And that's an experience that's being brought by a company called Beyond Cinema to New York. So if you're in the New York area or close by or traveling the week of September 16th through 20, check it out. Have you ever wondered what happens to bags that get lost by the airlines? If they try to make an effort to find the bag, they may not find it, compensate you for it, and then life goes on. Well, that transaction ends for you at that point. But if that bag is found later on, there's a certain amount of time where they might try to recover it. But past that, it gets marked as unclaimed. And there's a whole company that buys those unclaimed bags from these airlines. And that's a company called Unclaimed Baggage out of Alabama. So what they do is buy these bags from the airlines, open it up, and put up all these items that they can sell on the website. Unclaimedbaggage.com. Let's take a look. The nation's only retailer of lost luggage. What all can we buy? So if you go to shop online, you can see women's apparel, men's apparel, electronics, and so much more. It's like a whole store in here of lost items. So if you go to electronics, let's see, you have an iPhone here, guitar. They have a fun section here called unusual finds. Look at this full face mask, airsoft face mask, ostrich and calfskin slip-on brushes, PETA. And you can see what the retail price of that item is versus what they're selling it for. And all these, imagine all this came from someone's lost baggage and they're selling it here. You might be able to find some good deals there. Unclaimedbaggage.com. Another one that I want to share is a YouTube channel called ASMR Barber. ASMR is essentially when people talk like this over here discussing interesting things that I've come across. But what are you doing with these interesting things? I'm just watching. What are you doing with these things? That's what I like to know. I like to know that you're with the world. So ASMR Barber is the channel. Has tons of different videos with the same guy, must be his channel, that's getting a massage, a head massage, shoulder massage, a shave, a haircut, everything. Check it out. Let's take a look at this guy getting a shave, alright? Plug in your headphones. Look at this guy. This is how he begins his routine. Ooh, you hear that crack? This guy is Zen Heaven. Something in it. If you've seen my Sights and Sounds video, Mumbai edition, we had a family friend that had got this done. So I've seen this firsthand and experienced it. Once they're done with the haircut, this is how they finish it off with massage. Why can't we have this here? We've talked about 3D printers that can print food. How about 3D printers that can print toys? That's what a company here called ToyBox is doing. Traditionally, the only toys you get to play with are the ones that the manufacturer makes. You can make your own toys in different shape, size, structure, whatever. And the materials that they use are non-toxic materials. There's nothing to worry about as far as kids and using it and them playing with it on a daily basis. That's what ToyBox does. Let's take a look.
This is ToyBox, a kid-friendly, easy-to-use 3D printer. Browse through the ever-expanding ToyBox library filled with hundreds of creatures and contraptions. Customize the toys to expand your already impressive collection for a more immersive playtime experience. You can even draw your very own unique creations. Hit print, watch it go, put it together, and share your creation. It's that easy. ToyBox has what you need to create an epic school project, complete with all the details to impress your classmates. Imagination taking over? Upload your own files directly to ToyBox and complete your biggest achievements yet, like your very own pinball machine. ToyBox. It's a bottomless treasure trove filled with toys and kids' creative potential.
We believe in empowering kids with the tools to create amazing things. That's why we created a 3D printer that can be set up in 5 minutes and requires no training. The plastic is biodegradable and non-toxic, so it's completely safe to use. With your support, you'll not only bring the ToyBox into your home, you'll also be inspiring the next generation of young and creative minds.
Another one I want to talk about is a show. If you're part of the Desi community, you've already binge watched season 1 at this point. It's a show called Indian Matchmaking on Netflix. A lot of times, foreigners, they ask, "Oh, how does arranged marriage work? Like, what is that all about? Like, does those marriages last? Like, ooh!" They are so curious about what that type of a dating structure and a way to find a partner works. So that's what Indian Matchmaking. It's very entertaining, very controversial also, with the different things she does and the way she approaches the boys versus the girls and the comments and everything else. Regardless, I think if you are curious about how arranged marriages work in India, it's definitely a show to watch. And if you're a part of the Desi community also, great watch to have with a family. You can have your own side conversations and like certain people, hate certain people, and just have a good time. Some of the criteria for marriage, there's a mom that her criteria for her son to get married is her BP should not go up. BP or blood pressure. If her BP goes up, that boy is in trouble. So the boy needs to get married before her BP goes up. That's essentially her bottom line. Indian Matchmaking, let's take a watch of the trailer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What would be like a relaxing 10 days for you? What would you do for 10 days?
That is our partner. She's representing Houston, Texas, by the way.
Why did you put the word relaxing in front of it?
Can you relax?
Not for me. I will talk to you never.
So fickle-minded and fussy. And I'm here to help them.
This is Seemarti from Mumbai. She needs to let that be known every house she goes into.
In India, the marriages, they are between two families. So the parents guide their children. And that is the work of a matchmaker. Very nice person, understands sense of humor.
You know how I hate comedy.
the clients, they want everything.
Someone charming?
Equal to my pay or higher.
Adjustment is also important.
You have to be attracted to the person and the person has to be good. I don't think that is a lot to ask for.
I'm really close to my mom.
That right there, that is the mom. She wants her kid to get married before her BP goes up.
I wholeheartedly trust her judgment.
If it doesn't finalize, me and my husband are going to finalize the girl for him.
If he doesn't finalize, I will finalize.
That is what I've decided.
Matchmaking has become a tough job, but I'm trying my best.
Here we are.
Yeah.
I fill my time so that I don't sit and realize how single I am.
You meet a lot of people and then you're like, why is it taking so much of time to meet a right person?
My efforts are meaningless if the stars are not aligned.
Seema from Mumbai.
In the beginning, it was kind of awkward. So...
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
It's our time now.
I live in North Carolina. You live in Austin. How does that work for you?
I want to see you again.
This is why I'm a matchmaker.
This is a new process for me, but what if things are about to turn around?
Giving happiness to others.
The Matchmaking. If you haven't watched it already, check it out. So last but not the least is around Amazon. We all shop on Amazon and have bought items at Amazon. It comes in a box. The joy of opening up that box and revealing the item that you already know what's in it. It's almost like opening a present and makes you feel some type of way. So what Amazon is doing with this new campaign called Less Packaging, More Smiles, is they're trying to reduce their carbon footprint by reducing waste that's happening with all these boxes. What they're trying to do is help you make different items with these boxes that are going to be coming your way. Let's take a look. See, we can build this fort box, build a cat condo, make the windmill for mini golf, make the boxcar, rocket, robot costume, so much more. So fun little things that we can make with these items. Let's see. Let's click on find out. What does it say?
Before you transform this box into a boxcar derby winner, put the pedal to the cardboard. We transformed how it arrives at your home. We redesigned our boxes to use less materials and invented new ways to choose a better fitting box more often. That's a lot less packaging for you to recycle. We're not just improving our packaging. We're installing solar rooftops so our buildings can be run by the power of the sun. 60 so far and more in the works. And we're investing in a fleet of electric vehicles to deliver your order right to your door. From simply delivering what you need to becoming entirely net zero carbon by 2040. We're getting better every day and moving towards a more sustainable future. One delivery, one boxcar at a time.
So hopefully that was an entertaining episode for y'all. If you want to read further or check out the things that I've talked about, the links are in the description. Until next time, where my personal butlers at? I don't have time to make all these videos and do everything else and do repetitive tasks. I need a personal butler ASAP.